Hello, everybody, and welcome to the new season of Real Talk at the Barbershop. I am Tony Waller, and I am so excited to be here today for our first episode. And let me tell y'all, we are going to have a good time. You have no idea who my guests are, but when you find out and when you learn more about these two individuals, you're gonna be like, Tony Waller, why don't you bring those in? Why didn't you bring those to us sooner? Why is it happening now? All I can tell you is that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. This is the right time for you to meet these individuals. So, ladies and gentlemen, please meet Haith and Henry. Haith and Henry, how are you?
Hello.
We're doing absolutely incredible. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Mr. Tony?
Doing great. And I'm so excited to have this conversation with y'all.
Yeah.
I really, really am, because your story is just a phenomenal one.
Yeah.
And I think one that will truly be an inspiration to so many individuals. And so I just can't wait to just kind of get into this thing. So let's get it rolling.
All right.
All right, let's go, Tony.
Go.
So let's start with this. Haith and Henry, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, you want to start?
I can start because I'm fast and I'm quick. Of course, my name is Henry Johnson. I am a Gulf War vet. So I went to the Persian Gulf War. I said, look, one war is enough for me. I came back home. I worked there for a motor company. I stayed there for about 14 years. And then I saw an opportunity. And I went to school while I was at Ford Motor Company. I got my bachelor's degree. And having my bachelor's degree in business, I said, why don't me and my wife, we bring our abilities, our skills together, and then we open up a beauty salon. I did the business.
I did the pretty making.
So we combined our talents, opened up a beauty salon, and been running it ever since.
So we opened that salon in 1996, and actually we had only been married for about 6 months. So I really believe that God put us together to complement each other's gift. And we have been in business since 6 months after being married. We've been in business for about 26 years together. That was our first salon. We've had 3 altogether. I stopped doing hair. I know I look like I'm 21, but I've been doing this for about 30 years. I've had the opportunity to travel all over the world with this gift and this talent that I have. And I'm so grateful and appreciative. I've done the Clark sisters, Yolanda Adams, CeCe Winans, Erica Campbell, the Mary Marys. So many people I've had the opportunity because of the gift and the talent. I've always had a desire, though, for community and making sure that I stay connected to the community. That has always been my heart. What we wanted to do, my husband's brain was, his thinking was, hey, what we're doing is great. We're adding a great value to our community. We're giving them great service. But you know what? We got to stop sending our people out to other stores. Let us develop our own hair care products to give them real value, that when they come here, we answer all of their beauty needs that when they come in. So every time they would come back and say, hey, my hair is breaking off, my hair is split ends, is dull, I need shampoo, conditioner. We developed a hair care product for every time someone would come in with a challenge. Well, later on, I was impacted personally by a girlfriend of mine who had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer at the age of 29. Well, she turned about 32 years old. I gave her a wig to work with while she was, going through that chemo process. And when she would come back, I would use the same hair care products that we had invented for or developed for our hair care. When it grows out of your scalp, we created it for them initially. Then what we found out is that when Kayla would bring her wig back, it worked well for her, just as it did, if not better, for all our other customers. And then I said, well, you know what? She passed away at 32, and it really, really impacted me. And I said, what could I have done to be a part of that journey? And then it dawned on me, it's more women like that. And then I started understanding that there was a underserved demographic that was being ignored, which was women who had to wear wigs and wanted to wear wigs. We partnered with American Cancer Society. We began to give out free wigs to the community. If we found out you had cancer and couldn't afford it, we provided those wigs for you, as well as the veteran. We worked in the veteran hospitals and giving those women wigs.
Awesome story.
Thank you.
And look at all the stuff that y'all are involved in.
Yeah.
Like Henry, I know you've been doing construction work, and then you jumped over and then real estate, and then you jumped over, to like helping your wife. And hey, you're, working with American Cancer Society. You've got your nonprofit going. Yeah. You got your, you're making all of us beautiful, and you got your wigs, and you got your products, and it just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
I love it.
We just believe God takes you from level to level, and you just grow. You don't throw away what he did in the past.
Right.
You just build on top of it.
Yes.
And that's what we've done. We just built according to what he gave us.
I could not agree with you more. So let's talk about this for a minute. So you have this situation with a client and friend who is suffering from cancer, and you start developing these products, and you realize that these products have a bigger, can have a bigger impact, right? Can have a bigger impact. So now you get this vision, right? Of like, ooh, I got something I can do something with.
Yeah.
What was the next steps that you had to take in order to say, like, how do I get this kind of vision that I have and turn it into reality? Because it doesn't just happen by happenstance, right?
No, it doesn't.
Now, at the time, we didn't know Walmart could actually take our product. We were just like, okay, let's help people. And that's what our goal was, to help people. And when we saw that it worked,
it really does work.
We said, hold on, we got to get it to somebody. We got to get it on another level. And we began to prepare. Preparation is key in going to every next level in your life.
Yeah.
So we began to prepare. I mean, as far as making sure I had the right bottles, making sure I had the right UPC codes, making sure each of my products would be shelf ready before I can even take it to a retailer such as Walmart. And we began to prepare for that. And before you know it, we answered the call for an open call. And we got that opportunity for the open call. And then we just began to pitch because.
But hold on, Tony, because what he's leaving out is this part. Okay.
Tell us.
We had applied for the open call 2 years ago.
Yes, in 2019.
Yes, and they gave us that letter that no supplier wants to get. It
starts out with unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Thank you, but unfortunately. And so I was like, oh my God, I was kind of devastated because I just knew that when you have a knowing that we're supposed to be with Walmart. So my husband was like, it doesn't matter. We're going to get in Walmart. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. He said, next year we'll apply again. But what I'm going to start doing is preparing.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making sure my bottles are ready. Everything. I'm going to give them no reason to tell us no. So I said, okay, yay, do it, honey. And I just rooted him on, but he really I would be up at 3 a.m. and he'd get up and he's working on labels or he's working on ingredients he really did put the work on. And so when the opportunity came around for the virtual open call, my husband was like, hey, I'm going to apply again. And he did. Not only did he do that, but a year and a half before, he started putting his finances in place.
Yes.
The pitch deck in place. So he was really, really serious. And I would tell that to any supplier. If you're serious, it's like a Michael Jordan championship. That's how I see it. If you want to stump with the big dogs, you want to win those big wins, you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
And he did do that. And so when we sat there and we talked to our buyer, she sat back in that chair and she said, well, this has been the best pitch that I've heard all day.
What you've said here is so incredibly rich and important. And I hope that others who have the opportunity to watch this episode listen really clearly to what you have said.
Yeah.
Because I have often these conversations with individuals who come to me and say, I want to, present my product to Walmart. And you can ask them basic questions that they can't answer.
They
and
don't
then
know.
don't understand why they can't get their product in.
Correct.
Right.
And so preparation is so key.
It is.
So key.
Yes.
And I love how you all, the hard work that you put in. I love the fact that you all practice the way that you all practice.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that is
Yes.
what it takes to make it happen.
Yep. And you got to be willing to make the sacrifices. So we didn't have days off. It was, if you want to step on the stage of warriors, you got to kill your giants.
Henry, I so appreciate something else that you said in your comments about or in the discussion where after you got the letter, you were like, I know it's going to be our turn, and I'm not going to give up. I'm gonna do this again. And it's always the other thing that I try to tell people who are trying to get product in. It may not happen the first time.
Yeah.
It may not happen even the second time. But if you truly believe that what you have is of value.
You learn in sales that many times you get turned down 9 times before you get that one yes. That one yes. So you have to have that tenacity. And that was the tenacity we had. And we were willing to get turned down just to keep going, and then find out and get feedback as to why we got turned down, so that we can, I'll fix this, I'll work on this, I'll talk about this, and then we just fine tuned it according to the critiques that we received. So the first year we didn't get it, but that second year, oh man, we were ready, Tony.
And you know what, Tony, I would say this to any supplier that wants this journey with the open call: you got to get some no's.
You have to
let that be okay. Let that and you said it best when you were introducing us. Timing is everything. You do not want to be on the shelves before your time.
So talk to me a little bit about the open call process. And for those in the audience who may not know what the open call process is, it's an opportunity that our buyers present to suppliers all around the country, where they're able to pitch their products to us, in a way that opens a door that otherwise may not open. What was the journey like from the moment you said, okay, hey, I'm filling in the application, right? So you tell Haith this, and so what did that journey look like up to the point that you were, you came and did your pitch?
Well, the first thing we did is, number one, it's on Walmart.com website.
Yeah.
And that is the first place we went to, and we saw open call. Clicked it. It took us to Arrange Me. Now we began to fill out the different forms in the process and do the application on the Arrange Me. And as we began to do the process that was already laid out, because it's simple, they lay it out for everyone. And then they'll let you know when open call is going to happen. Once you put your products in, then you wait. And they will contact you. They'll get in touch with you, let you know, okay, we're ready to talk about your particular product.
But all while he's waiting for them to contact us to let us know virtually if we able to pitch to our buyer. He said, because we have to do such, because when Walmart calls, because Walmart's going to call us. And I'm like, boy, you are a man of faith for real. I said, wow.
Tony, we have it written
all over the walls,
our bedroom wall.
Yes,
that they were going to call.
Yeah. And then it was also getting that pitch deck tight. Making sure that pitch deck, and you talk to some suppliers, they like, well, what is a what? What is a who? Yeah, you got to have that pitch deck. That pitch deck is your little short resume, and you take them on a journey of your story without taking up a lot of time. And so our journey, but Tony, let me say this before we go to another subject. The day that it came, I got the notification because my husband put it under my email address. So we had came in from a long day. We had actually a visitation from the White House because we had gotten 2 rewards of appreciation for the work that we do with cancer survivors and with veterans. So they sent dignitaries to present us these awards. It was a long day. It was an amazing day. We get in, I hear my phone go ding. I look down and it says Walmart. I open it, says, congratulations, you will. I said, Henry, you're not going to believe. I did. I said, honey, I got to go lay down. Take my phone because I'm going to lay down now. He said, what is it? And when he looked, Tony, you can't pay for that. I laid down and he just went to screaming all through the house.
Yeah.
So it was a great journey. It's been a wonderful, and our buyer is amazing. She's been amazing.
One interesting thing is we presented 4 products to them. They took 2.
They took one at first.
They took one at first.
And wanted to give us 200 stores the day of Christmas.
Then they added a second product and then gave us 300 stores.
On Christmas.
So I would tell anyone, come with what you have. If you have the 4, bring the 4. They may take 2. But you know what? I don't care. I'm in Walmart. I'm happy. I'm in Walmart.
I love it. I love it. So tell me this. How did you prepare for that pitch? Because, obviously you've got it's 30 minutes. And so you've got to figure out how to maximize that time.
Tony, Walmart makes it easy.
They really do.
They sent us a video and they sent it to everyone that was going to present to buyers. They said, this is what we're looking for.
And if you answer those questions that they're already asking, it gives you how to format, how to present your company properly to them. We did the research. We found out what was important to, and that's why we knew it was a good match. We found out what was important to Walmart as a company, as in community, what was important to them, to their customers, because to us, our customers are number one. And they are. And so when that was the mindset of Walmart and we seen it was for us, we knew it was a good marriage. So moving forward, what we did is being certified was important as well. So we made sure that our business was certified with the minority suppliers, with the women-owned businesses. So we were certified. All of those components really do play out in you being successful moving forward. The other thing what we did is we opened ourselves up for criticism and allowed people to tell us while we was preparing for the pitch if we were making sense. We also, if we knew we had 30 minutes with that buyer, we narrowed it down to 15 minutes, then to 12 minutes, because we wanted to leave it open for dialogues. Get straight to the point. Get straight to the point. Mm-hmm. So those were the things that really helped us to prepare. Everything else was just lipstick and eyelashes, meaning just putting just making it pretty, with the colors, the font and all that. They don't care nothing about the font if your product is not working.
So it was a great PowerPoint presentation, 15 pages, really, really simple, exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah. But answering the questions that we knew they would have: profit margins, what would be their ORI, who was our audience, how do we reach our audience?
I love it. I absolutely love it. So what's next for the host?
Well, I know we're going to continue developing products.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited about that part. And we have some anti-breakage products that's coming up. So it's really developing more products for Black and brown women that have real problems with their hair. We want to be that company that gives them the answer, and just moving really in sync with Walmart and all the initiatives that they have, and $300 billion being poured back into opportunities for businesses. It's incredible. So that's what we're actually in the process of looking, because we've outgrown the space that we've been in for 15 years. We're now looking for a warehouse that's 10,000 square feet. And so those are the things but Tony, this is the miracle. This time last year, my hand of God, we thought we were going to close the business down. We were preparing to close the business down. This time last year, we had depleted our whole payroll.
We had to lay people off, and it was
heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. But when that open call notification came, congratulations.
I almost felt like a revival.
It was. It was a second chance.
That's a tremendous lesson for all of us.
Yeah. Right? I agree. That was sad. COVID, it did take some things away, but it only could take away what was shakeable.
Right.
So right now we are in our test mode. So we're in our 300 test mode, looking to get out of the test mode and move to more stores.
What would be your advice to anyone who is looking to make that pitch? So we're about to get ready to do open call again in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that many individuals will now be inspired to say, hey, let me take a look at this open call program.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to start off and then I'm going to pass the ball to Henry.
Okay.
Know your why. Know your why. Why are you doing it? What is your motive? Because if by chance you get the no, is your why stronger enough to get you to re-sign that application, go for it the next year? I would tell them, you got to put the work in. You got to know that you are bringing solution to your customers. You can't do it just to be rich and to make a whole bunch of money, because with the success and being partnered with such a large retail store, there is a responsibility of delivery. You have to deliver on what it is that you said that you're going to do.
And also, as far as preparation, I would tell people, get your numbers in order.
Yes.
Get your finances together and in line. Before we actually got the yes, the day before we closed on a deal
from our bank
to make sure that we can handle the inventory that was coming our way.
Yeah.
So we prepared financially. We prepared in regards to our suppliers.
Yeah.
Let them know, look, this is what we need. How much can you produce? And we knew how much capacity that we could really support. So we were actually prepared from the capacity, the financial, from mentality, and with the staff that we were going to bring on. So we did a lot of preparing. So we would advise people, don't put yourself out there to a point where you can't handle it. You think you can handle it, but these orders, these POs, they come in fast.
That's really great advice, not just for open call, but just as somebody who's thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. I love it. So on a personal note, what inspires you?
Giving people hope, for real, giving people hope. The first time that I was able to give a woman that had lost all her hair, devastated, I recently was able to give a young lady a wig who had lost both her breasts. She had both her breasts removed, and she had a 6-month-old child. And being able not to breastfeed her children was devastating to her. And so when she submitted me her video to ask me for a wig, and I said, absolutely. And I personally called her myself. And I said, listen, I want to make sure that you get this. I got her address and I sent it to her. She sent me back a video of her in tears and her husband embracing her, saying, thank you so much for giving my wife back a sense of normalcy. So we were able to give that woman hope.
What inspires me is faith, and really, really simple, but it's doing my assignment. As we spoke about earlier,
that's good.
I've embraced my assignment, and every day I wake up and say, Lord, what do you want me to do for the day? We go and we do that. And that's what gives me inspiration, because I know at the end of that, it's going to help somebody.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get a job. Someone's going to get a promotion. Someone is going to be taken care of because we did what we were assigned to do. And that gives me inspiration every day, just walking in purpose and not just happenstance. It's all about walking in purpose.
How do you deal with challenging situations? Because, I see y'all and you all are just so positive and just you just out there, right?
The truth.
But I'm sure that there are days that you don't feel that way.
You want the truth?
That's how it happens.
You want the truth? You want the real truth?
Yeah, as they say, I want my coffee black, not with milk and sugar.
That's good.
I love it. The truth is, we allow each other to be. Whatever space you show up in, you get the right to be that. You get the right to feel that. If you're scared, it's okay to be scared. This is a scary situation. And so we don't fake it away. We embrace it, because what I learned is when I embrace the fear instead of running from the fear, because if you run from the fear, you'll run from your greatness and you'll start sabotaging yourself. So you'll get these opportunities and then you'll say, well, why am I starting all over again at the age of 50 and 40? It's because you don't embrace it. For real, we have good days, we have bad days.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he hates to see me upset.
And I try and fix everything.
And I'm like, dude, stop. I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, babe, it's okay. You get to have this bad day, but you have a bad day with boundaries.
Exactly.
You don't get to have a bad day and disrupt everybody's life.
Yep. Sometimes we put a time limit on how we feel. You get 10 minutes to do whatever
I get an hour.
do.
I get an hour. He gets 10. No.
Say what you want to say in 10 minutes and we're good.
And we're good.
So we give each other space. We go to our corners.
We do.
And then we come back and we talk it out. And then in the meantime, while we're in our corners, Lord, I'm praying.
Lord,
God, help right now.
Help this woman.
But that's the truth. That's how we deal with it sometimes. I have a way of just stepping back and saying, okay, speak, because I need to know what to do before I do anything. I categorize things, find out what's priority, what's important, what's not important, and then I launch out and handle what I need to take care of as far as a priority perspective. That's how I do it. Everyone does things different, but we give each other that space to be themselves. And that's how we can be married and in business together at the same time. Because trust me, we don't agree about everything.
No, we don't.
When it comes to business, and sometimes
but we stop trying to change each other too.
Exactly.
I am more outgoing. My personality is outgoing, but when I'm down no, Henry.
Okay.
But when I'm by myself, I like to be by myself.
Yes.
That's how I energize, is being by myself. But when I'm out there, it's like, hey, let's do this. And my husband's a little bit more quiet. And then when he comes home, he talks a little bit more. But with his laid back, cool, calm, collective thing, sometimes I'll be like, get him, Henry, go get him. He's like, no, we good. We'll handle that when it's time. But then I stopped trying to make him act like me. And he stopped trying to make me go after things the way he would. And we've learned to allow each other to show up in our space the way we are. And it's okay.
You all are so spot on. And I love the way you approach things. I approach them similarly. You know, my mother once had a saying that she would always tell us, you have to value how you feel.
That
value
is so
your feelings. I love this.
This has been a pleasure. You are incredible.
You're the incredible ones. I mean, when I grow up, I'm gonna be like y'all.
Yeah. Can I say this to you though, Tony?
Yes.
You so handsome.
Well, I know this part can be cut out if I want to. Like, go on, girl.
And he just sits there.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much. But I have to tell you, you have made my day. This has been such a fantastic conversation, and I, for one, will be watching your journey.
Oh wow!
Very, very carefully, and just continuing to learn, because I know that this conversation is just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow!
Of the lessons that are in store for me as just an individual, right? Yeah. You all have a beautiful story, and I have no doubt that there is so much more in store for you. And so you just keep on doing what you're doing, and it's going to be exciting to see. I can't wait to go to my local Walmart store and look on the shelf. I'm going to be looking for your stuff. Haith, Henry, thank you all so very, very much. This has been an awesome time. I'm so glad that we've had this conversation. I'm so glad that you came to hang out in the barbershop with me. And I just know that this won't be the last time.
It won't be.
We'll have a continuing
Well,
conversation.
good. Thank you.
I hope that you'll let me visit with you again sometime.
Oh, please.
Anytime. What are you talking about? Anytime.
We're on your platform. This is amazing. What an honor. When we got the call from your team, it was like, are you serious? My husband was like, I don't know. I said, we can do it. So we're glad to be here. Thank you again for letting us in.
Thank you so much. And to the audience, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Please check out La Host. Go to our stores and check them out. Y'all, I think that y'all gonna love their stuff. I know I'm gonna love their stuff. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And to all of you, if you want more information with regards to what we're doing, with suppliers, please go to our Walmart.com site. You'll find information on our open call program. The dates for applying will be coming up very, very soon. So check it out, check it out, check it out. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Real Talk at the Barbershop.